Peace, family, peace, peace, peace. Okay, I wanted to talk about a few things. One, everything that you have ever been through, it has something to do with your life. Like it has something to do with the journey that you on. Okay, don't take nothing for granted. Every job that you ever worked at, it all is going to come together like a big puzzle piece. Okay, no, too early. Everything that you tend to do, right? You may think of it like it don't have any meaning, but it's meaning behind. I'm telling you, it's meaning behind everything. You just gotta pay attention. And I remember one of the things Jim Rohn had said. He said, "Pay attention to everything. Pay attention to what the people is saying. Pay attention to the environment. Pay attention to what was talked about, what was discussed. Pay attention to every single thing." Okay. And Jim Rohn was Tony Robbins' mentor. And I remember when I first got into personal development, right? It's so funny. Like, you don't think your journey probably has anything to do with where you going, right? You may be like, well, I just worked there. That didn't mean nothing. I'm telling you, it meant something. It meant you just gotta search. If you keep on knocking, the door will open. You keep on seeking the information, it will be revealed to you. But you have to pay attention. You really have to pay attention. This is like a maze. This is like the puzzle pieces being put together, right? And every time that you beat this level, right? Sort of like when we was kids. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely used to play Mario Brothers, okay? So much where as though me and my sister, we would play the game, and whenever I wanted her to die, I would tell her to go, a certain type of way so she would die, right? And I would do that so I could get ahead, right? So I could get back on the game, because at that time I think it was like a one person game, okay? And so it's like levels to it. It's like levels, and this whole thing with consumer law. The other day I went back, and it was a company that I used to work for, and I remember this one thing this company always used to instill in me. They always used to say, make sure you keep a paper trail. No matter what, make sure you keep a paper trail. And when you're dealing with consumer law, you definitely need a paper trail. It's not what you know, is what you can prove. And shout out to Manta Mahatha. I think that's how you pronounce the last name. Okay. Um, but if I could say anything like on your journey, um, is your journey is unique. Your journey is different. You guys have heard me say that time and time again. Two, what works for someone else, it may not work for you. Three, make sure if you don't take anything, make sure you stay authentic to your journey. People say they need a template, they need this, they need that. No, 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 no. You are the template. You are it. You are it. Okay? You gonna stay true to yourself. Okay? And one of the things that we heard so much, okay, is know thyself. Know thyself. When you really, and I tell you guys each and every day, like every day I'm getting to know myself, right? Each and every day, more and more. Like I know who I was yesterday. But today Dina is a brand new spanking person. Why? Because I'm learning something different. Why? Because I'm not just taking the information and just like, oh well, I got the information. I'm also applying it. That's another thing. Like if you're not applying what the information, like you're what good is the information if you're not applying it? You have to apply it in trial and error. You learn as you go along. Pay attention to your intuition. Your intuition is always going to guide you. Is always going to let you know if it's something wrong or if you should slow down, right? When you feel overwhelmed or you feel tired or whatever from whatever it is that you're researching or whatever it is that you're doing, Take a break. Pause. I tell you guys know what I say. I say either meditate or take a nap. Okay? Because that means that you need to move away from the situation. There's no rush. There is no rush. When you get the information down packed, is if you feel frustrated or whatever, take a break. The universe is working for you. I guarantee you. Like, if I have not seen anything, one of the things that I seen and I witnessed is times where it's though I just sit in my room and I'm crying. And I'm crying so much because to think that the universe is gonna leave me and even to think that, like, it does something to me, because it's like the universe done showed you time and time again is working for you. It done allow people to come into your life that you know, maybe I seen them on the internet or whatever, but it's always working in your favor. And then I start crying and getting emotional because it's like, you really doubted it. You really do you really believe it's going to leave you hanging? Long as you doing the work, it is not ever going to leave you hanging. It is never going to just let you be out in the trenches by yourself. I guarantee you. I don't know what you serve or what you feel is going to leave you out hanging. Is not going to be there when you call for it. But I don't serve. I don't. Okay, I am not in alignment with that. I am in alignment with a universe that is so fucking powerful. I am in alignment with a universe that, you know, long as I am following the laws of this here universe, everything is working in my favor. Long as I'm doing right, long as I have good faith, long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, long as I'm doing the work, the universe is conspiring to work in my favor. And in the book, The Alchemist, long as you are following your heart. What is your heart saying? Not what your mind is saying. What is your heart saying? Is your heart guiding you, telling you, no, you should do this? What is it saying? Is your heart saying, put the video out, put the music out, put this out, follow your passion? What is your heart saying? Follow what your heart is saying. Not what the chatter is saying. The chatter is you not good enough. The chatter is full of doubt. The chatter is what makes you think that you can do it. The chatter is because of your skin color. It never was about that. It never was about skin color. It never was about religion. It never was about status. It never was about those things. It's about oneness. It's about, do you believe in you? No matter what, no matter. Sometimes you're going to have to walk alone. And I say, you know, my ancestors is always with me. My spiritual guides are always guiding me. But when I'm saying you may have to walk alone on this physical realm, because once you tap in, now you're dealing with the spiritual. You're not dealing based upon what you can see, taste, touch, feel, smell. You're not dealing based upon it. You're dealing based upon your intuition, your perception, reasoning. Okay? You dealing with those things. And once you start going, I'm telling you, it's going to click. It's going to make sense. You may be afraid because you're doing something you never done before. You're doing something that no one ever taught you. But because you are in alignment, things are just coming to you. You don't have to work hard. Things are just coming to you. You may be walking. Synchronicities are just coming to you. Synchronicities is the way the universe is speaking to you. It doesn't speak like the way I'm speaking. It speaks like you like this morning, my intuition told me to turn over that bill to see that there is, you supposed to endorse your bills. You really supposed to endorse your bills. That's why on the back, if you have any student loan, okay, on the back, it says your principal balance. That is your all caps name, your corporation, okay? And you supposed to endorse your bills. Meaning you're not supposed to be paying them with money. Okay, look at the Bill of Rights. Read the Bill of Rights. And just because no one ever taught you, that does not mean that it's not right. Just because somebody is like, well, I no one ever taught me this information, that does not mean that is illegal or whatever it is just because you don't know. My intuition telling me this. Back in the day, right? We had heard stories where as though slaves wasn't allowed to read, right? And if they got caught reading or whatever, they would get tortured. Okay. Wasn't that a form of like, oh, if you some people may have looked at that like, oh well, this slave is reading, that's he's going against master or whatever, so to speak. Isn't that the same concept? Like if you telling somebody they not supposed to read, okay? And the only way to understand is by reading and then taking a break to pause to see, oh, do I understand what I'm reading? Sometimes you got to read it again, reiterate it, reiterate it, reiterate it. Keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on until you really get an understanding of what it's saying. But I'm quite sure back in the day it was against the law for a slave to read. And it's so they say history repeats itself. It's so crazy because it's so many people. It's not so many, but it's people out there that's so sleep that when you try to tell them the information is like and I get it. It makes sense because I remember listening to Dick Gregory, and one of the things he said was, he said, once you get the glasses, once you put those glasses on, once you have been chosen by the universe, and once you put those glasses on, you could never take them off. And you can't get people to see the things the way you see them. I had a friend of mine's, and I remember she would call me when she was going through relationship issues. And she would say, certain things about her partner. Like, oh, well, hey, he don't get, X, Y, and Z. And one of the things I used to say was, you cannot make somebody walk without crawling. You cannot make somebody walk without crawling. You just can't. They have to learn on their own. But it's up to you to see if if you willing to stick around while they learn how to crawl, while they learn how to treat you. Who fork is that? Because they treating you a certain type of way. If you knew what you deserved, you will not settle for less. And so instead of taking, saying, well, they the ones who treating me this way. No, it goes back to you. No, you treating you this way. You treating, because if you didn't think that you didn't deserve that, you would not have stayed in that relationship. You're treating yourself that way. Because if you know what you're worth, you're not going to entertain certain relationships. You're just not. Also, another thing, don't be putting people on no pedestal. I don't care if you learned something from them or whatever. Don't be putting nobody on no goddamn pedestal. Yeah, you can say, yeah, I'm grateful, or I learned X, Y, and Z. They pointed me in the direction, but don't be putting nobody on no goddamn pedestal. Don't be putting people on no damn pedestal because you give your power up. And one of the things that I had learned from Jim Rohn, if one of the things he said this. He said, don't be a follower, be a leader. You are so powerful, so magnificent. Everything that you need is already within you. Like I said, synchronicity, right? The universe, it'll speak to us through people. And you will feel this alignment within. It's like this discernment. Like it's truth. One of the things that Dr. Tim Morrow said, truth wears no mask. You are more than capable. More than capable. And this is your journey. It's not supposed to look like anybody else's. This is your journey. And with that being said, I love you guys. Keep rocking out. Keep believing in yourself. Okay? Because you hold the ultimate power within. You hold the power. Everything is within. It's about your perception. How do you view yourself? Do you see yourself as a winner? I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.